Tonight I'm doing iready math. Tonight I'm doing iready math, or to numbers and operations.
Choose the benchmark that can be used to compare each pair of fractions. Then, choose true or false.
Okay.
Choose the benchmark that can be used to compare each pair of fractions. Then, choose true or false for each comparison.
True or false for each comparison. 3/8. So 1 is above and then false. 9/12 is 1 true. This is 1/2 true. And then 6/4 1, and this is false.
Nice! Compare 6/7 and 3/5. What is a common denominator for 6/7 and 3/5?
For 6 and 3/5. 35.
Write the equivalent fractions using 35 as the common denominator.
Times this by 5, which is 30. And this is times by 7, which is 21.
Well done! Compare 30 35ths and 21 35ths.
30 is bigger than 21.
Now, solve the problem.
Okay.
Compare 2/8 and 1/3. What is a common denominator for 2/8 and 1/3?
And 3. Times this by 3 and times that by 8. 24.
Write the equivalent fractions using 24 as the common denominator.
6/24. This is times 8/24. Right? Times by 3. Yeah, I should be right.
Now, solve the problem.
So, this way. No, what? This one.
Compare 3/4 and 7/9. What is a common denominator for 3/4 and 7/9?
Times this by 9 and times that by 4. 36.
Write the equivalent fractions using 36 as the common denominator.
27. Then times this by 4. 28. Okay. Now I gotta double check this. Times by 9. Because, yeah, and then times by 4. So.
Now, solve the problem.
So then, they're so similar.
Great work! Compare 6/7 and 4/6. Can you use 1 or 1/2 as a benchmark to compare the fractions?
Can you use 1 or 1/2 as a benchmark? Yes. Wait. Yeah. No. They're both bigger than 1/2, and they're not as big as 1.
You cannot use 1 or 1/2 as a benchmark because both fractions are less than 1, and both fractions are also greater than 1/2. Let's find a common denominator to compare the fractions. What is a common denominator for 6/7 and 4/6?
This is just times these two by 6. Means 7 and 6. 42.
Write the equivalent fractions using 42 as the common denominator.
Times that by 6, 36. Then okay, so we just minus this by 7, should equal 35. Minus this by 6. Okay, I'm just gonna finish it then. See if it's right or wrong. Times this by 7, 28.
Now, solve the problem. Compare 5/3 and 7/8. Can you use 1 or 1/2 as a benchmark to compare the fractions?
As a benchmark. You can use 1 as a benchmark because 1's bigger. This one's bigger than 1, and then this one's smaller than 1.
Now, solve the problem.
Now solve the problem.
That's it! Compare 4/10 and 8/12.
4/10.
Can you use 1 or 1/2 as a benchmark to compare the fractions?
Or because this isn't. I'm just gonna say no.
You can use a benchmark to compare 4/10 and 8/12. Now, solve the problem.
Times this. Well. So it times this by 2. I'm just gonna finish the thing.
Compare 1/4 and 3/9. Can you use 1 or 1/2 as a benchmark to compare the fractions?
No. Because none of them are bigger than 1/2. 1/2, and 1/2 isn't as big as 1.
Let's find a common denominator to compare the fractions. What is a common denominator for 1/4 and 3/9?
What is a common denominator for 1/4 and 3/9? Times the two by each other. 36. 36.
Write the equivalent fractions using 36 as the common denominator.
36 as the common denominator. Times this by 9, times that by 9. 9. Times this by 4, times that by 4, 12.
Now, solve the problem.
This one.
Good job!
Okay.
Compare each pair of fractions.
Five seventh to eighth. Okay, compare each pair of fractions. This one is bigger because, yeah. And one's smaller than a half and this one's bigger than a half. This one's smaller just because this one's a lower number, a lot lower number than that. And then this one, I feel like it's equal. Okay, this one, 8/5. This one is bigger because it's bigger than one whole, and this one's not.
You got it!
Okay, next. I can finish this in 2 minutes.
Use a common denominator to compare 2/3 and 5/8.
2 and 3.
What is a common denominator for 2/3 and 5/8?
Times this by 8 times then we find 24. Because once you find 1, since there's supposed to be a common denominator,
Write the equivalent fractions using 24 as the common denominator.
times it by 8, 16/24. Times it by 8, 40. What? Oh wait, no, times it by 3, 15.
Now, solve the problem.
So, yeah, which one? Look at this one.
Compare 9/10 and 7/5.
9/10 and 7/2. No, 7/5, not 7/2. Okay, time. Just this one's bigger because it's bigger than the whole. But under so much pressure, there's 20.
Compare 5/12 and 4/6.
Now I have no more pressure. 4/6 is bigger than 5/12 because this is half as big. This is 2 times as big as this. So yeah, this is bigger. This is bigger.
Compare 4/3 and 6/9.
4/3, 6/9. This is bigger because this is bigger than a whole. Bye-bye. That's all for today. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. I got 100%. So yeah, I need to get to 500 subscribers so that I can have more time. So yeah, bye-bye.